Welcome to the Fearless Gamer Champ of the Week wrap-up for Master Yi. I spent the last week putting Yi through the paces on Summoner's Rift, hoping to find his best qualities. Unfortunately, Master Yi is eclipsed by some of the newer melee champions in League of Legends. He can still be a lot of fun, but he takes a lot more work to play well than nearly any other champion out there. I play Master Yi as a jungler. Thanks to Alpha Strike procs and the damage bonus on Wuju style, Yi can be one of the fastest junglers in the game. Alpha Strike also helps him close the gap to his target. Well, when you actually land the skill it does. Watch as I try to gank this Aurelia. My teammate stuns our target and I line up the Alpha Strike. Unfortunately, I click a minion instead of the champion. This wouldn't be a big deal with most dash skills, but because Alpha Strike bounces Yi between minions for a few seconds, Aurelia has plenty of time to run off before my Alpha Strike even finishes. This next clip shows some of the shenanigans you can pull off with Yi. I notice Nocturne is low, and Karthus is nearly out of mana, so I pop Highlander and chase into the brush. Nocturne throws his Fear on me, which causes me to lose vision for a second, but I manage to finish the kill and flash out with just 37 health. I have Teemo's poison on me, so I'm forced to meditate immediately. I soak a couple lay wastes from Karthus and a few Teemo attacks before meditate ends and run off. Unfortunately, Karthus still has his ult, so I end up dead anyway. I always max meditate second, mostly so I can do things like this. Teemo and Nocturne take down my team's Blitzcrank and Akali. I move in to clean up, quickly dropping Nocturne and moving ahead to Teemo. Notice here that Soraka silences me, so I can't use my refreshed Alpha Strike or Highlander right away to finish Teemo. Again, I'm extremely low, so I meditate, tanking Soraka and Aurelia long enough for my own Aurelia to show up. My Alpha Strike fails to fully land on Soraka before she flashes away, but our Aurelia gets the kill. Thanks to Karthus, I would have been dead even if I had made it to the fleeing Soraka and away from the enemy Aurelia. Yi can be a strong 1v1 opponent, but champions with CC tend to rock him if they're at the same farm level. Here, Nocturne comes to gank me in the jungle. He has more health than I do, thanks to a Giant's Belt, but that would only have mattered if I could have hit him. By the time Fear wears off, I'm nearly dead, forced to meditate in the hopes my team will show up, but they die right along with me. In this situation, I could have used Alpha Strike to avoid his Fear. Technically, Alpha Strike takes you off the map, so spells can't hit you. But I used Alpha Strike to try to farm Lizard, so it was on cooldown. Here I see Talon low on bottom, so I move into position. I meditate to get a little extra health, and then Alpha Strike in. Master Yi has a pretty tight attack range, so even though I have Lizard buff, Talon is able to get some distance on me. I flash to close the gap for another hit, but I land right on top of a minion, which pushes me aside, and my attack lands on that minion instead of on Talon. I then foolishly try for yet another attack, and end up getting killed, thanks to a couple tower shots. In the same game, I go for a ballsy dive with Leona. Leona doesn't know I'm going to press the attack, so she backs out, which means I'm soaking tower and two champions. I flash away, once again under 100 HP. Meditate isn't ranked up enough to really heal me, but it does keep me alive long enough for my Alpha Strike to come off cooldown, and I still pick up the kill on MF. In this next clip, I do a couple things wrong. First, I forget to pop Highlander to take down Akali, which would have given me a nice speed boost for getting to Talon after. I also neglect to check my mana before popping Highlander to get Talon, which leaves me no mana to Alpha Strike in. Singed and I still manage the kill, thanks to a blue buff, which finally gives me the mana I need, but this could have been a much cleaner kill. You probably noticed by now that I almost always have both buffs. Because Yi clears the jungle quickly, he can steal enemy buffs pretty well, and also has plenty of time to gank. As for Yi's build, I rush a Wriggle's Lantern, usually getting my boots once I have the base Razor. I then build a Ghostblade, an absolutely amazing item when paired with Highlander and Wuju style. From there, his build really depends on the game. I'll often continue to just build straight damage, picking up an Infinity Edge or a Bloodthirster. If I need more survivability, I turn to either Banshee's Veil or Guardian Angel. I almost never play AP Yi. He can be fun for a laugh, but I mostly find myself frustrated when I misjudge my Highlander and I get stuck waiting on cooldowns. You can keep up with me at my blog, www.fearlessgamer.com, where I provide in-depth discussion and analysis on everything League of Legends. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more League of Legends videos, like this video if you enjoyed it, and drop me a note in the comments.